So you've got some extra grimy laundry and your husband says it smells like feet after you wash it. Excuse the background noise. I am at a really cool like kids playground paid for by Laundry, but let's talk about how you can get your husband's clothes back in better shape. Okay, good news is you can probably make this better, but bad news is those odors are probably baked into the fibers of the clothes by now from all the washing and drying. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is strip them. Now I strip in my bathtub because my washer will not hold a soak for that long, but what you're gonna do is fill up your bathtub with extra hot water. You're gonna do 1 part borax, 1 part washing soda, and 2 parts powder Tide. You're gonna put those nasty clothes in there. You're gonna let it soak for like hours. I mean like 6 hours, and every hour or so you're gonna go in there and you're gonna agitate it yourself. Now you can do that with gloves because you probably don't want to put your hands in that many chemicals, and if it's your husband's clothes, if your husband's anything like my husband, you're gonna want to kind of scrub those armpits against each other, like just pick up the t-shirt and just scrub it against itself. Next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna wash it. So drain your tub and carry that heavy wet stuff, I know, into your laundry room. You're gonna wash it in your washing machine, but don't add any more detergent or anything. Just put it in and add vinegar to your rinse. I'm gonna tell you something that you probably don't want to hear, and a lot of people will probably disagree with me on, but I think I remember you said you're using Gain and scent beads as your normal wash routine and you're washing and drying on hot. Okay, Gain. It's just not as good. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion. I'm gonna suggest that you switch to Tide. Either Tide Ultra Powder with Oxy or Tide Hygienic Clean or Persil with the orange label. Those are just superior detergents. You're gonna use very little product, very little detergent. I know that sounds counterproductive because you're used to using a lot of detergent, but you don't want to do that. You don't wanna load your fibers down with too much product because it doesn't rinse clean, and that leads to the odor and the feet smell. So you're gonna use between 2 and 4 tablespoons per load. And you're gonna wanna use a booster. 99% of my clothes, I use borax. I use 2 tablespoons of borax. Now, if your husband's stuff is extra nasty, you could use washing soda, 2 tablespoons of washing soda. And then I like to use, for my husband, always vinegar in the rinse as my fabric softener. And then every 3 or 4 washes, I add Lysol sanitizer with the black lid. I know this is getting complicated, but you can totally do this. You can get it smelling good and fresh. And the purpose, the point, is not to have your clothes have a really strong fragrance when they're done, but just that they are lightly fragranced and they feel and smell clean. I hope that helps.